Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5, Chapter 17, Shloka 18 and 19. So please repeat. Bhaje bhajanya ranapada pankajam Bhagasya Krishnasya paramparayanam Bhakteshwalam bhavita bhuta bhavanam Bhavapaham tva bhavabhavamishwaram Bhaje, I worship. Bhajanya, O worshipable Lord. Arana pada pankajam, whose lotus feet protect his devotees from all fearful situations. Bhagasya, of opulences. Krishnasya, of all different varieties. Wealth, fame, strength, knowledge, beauty and renunciation. Param, the best. Parayanam, the ultimate shelter. Bhakteshu, to the devotees. Alam, beyond value. Bhavita bhuta bhavanam, who manifests his different forms for the satisfaction of his devotees. Bhava apaham, who stops the devotees' repetition of birth and death. Tva, unto you. Bhava bhavam, who is the origin of the material creation. Ishwaram, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Translation by Sundar Gopāl dāsa. O my Lord, you are the only worshipable person, for you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the reservoir of all opulences. Your secure lotus feet are the only source of protection for all your devotees, whom you satisfy by manifesting yourself in various forms. O my Lord, you deliver your devotees from the clutches of material existence. Please repeat. O my Lord, you are the only worshipable person, for you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the reservoir of all opulences. Your secure lotus feet are the only source of protection for all your devotees, whom you satisfy by manifesting yourself in various forms. O my Lord, you deliver your devotees from the clutches of material existence. Non-devotees, however, remain entangled in material existence by your will. Kindly accept me as your eternal servant. We'll go with next verse also. Nayasya maya gunavri.
Go to the translation.
Translation. We cannot control the force of our anger. Therefore, we look at material things. Therefore, when we look at material things, we cannot avoid feeling attraction or repulsion for them. But the Supreme Lord is never affected in this way. Although he glances over the material world for the purpose of creating, maintaining, and destroying it, he is not affected, even to the slightest degree. Therefore, one who desires to conquer the force of the senses must take shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord. Then he will be victorious. Purport. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is always equipped with inconceivable potencies. Although creation takes place by his glancing over the material energy, he is not affected by the modes of material nature. Because of his eternally transcendental position, when the Supreme Personality of Godhead appears in this material world, the modes of material nature cannot affect him. Therefore, the Supreme Lord is called transcendent. And anyone who wants to be secure from the influence of the modes of material nature must take shelter of him. Om Agnanatimirantasya Gnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurmenilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyan Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्यदेवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान् सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितं हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरंगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्ते स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधरा श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very.
Second one.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for joining in our Saturday Avadam class. So here are the two verses, because the purport is on the second verse. The first verse, can go back to that. O my Lord, you are the only worshipable person, for you are the supreme personality of Godhead, the reservoir of all opulence. The secure lotus feet are the only source of protection for all your devotees, whom you satisfy by manifesting yourself in various forms. O my Lord, you deliver your devotees from the clutches of material existence. We cannot control the force of our anger, therefore, we look at material things, we cannot avoid feeling attraction or repulsion for them. But the Supreme Lord is never affected in this way. Although he glances over the material world for the purpose of creating, maintaining, and destroying it, he is not affected, even to the slightest degree. Therefore, one who desires to conquer the force of the senses must take shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord. Then he will be victorious. So, because in that first verse, he says that we should only worship the Lord. Sometimes they say that you can also do Kali Puja, you can do Ganesh Puja, Hanuman.
Today Hanuman Jayanti.
So they say like that. So what is your answer for that? What do you say? With references, huh? Don't give me your wild ideas. I don't want that. If you say anything, you please give me what? If you don't know, then don't open your mouth. Hello? What is wrong by saying Bhaja Kali? I'm doing Kali Kirtan. Huh? How do you answer this question? A lot is going out there. A lot is what? Going out there. Right? How? They see today the verse, the first one. Go to the Sanskrit. Bhaje bhajan nyayarana pada pankajam. You see this verse? Yes. Hello? But they say we are doing this bhajan. Huh? Bhagavad Gita what? 3:9.
Yajna.
Worship is only offered to Krishna. Actually, to be more accurate, you go to 647. Purport. Yes? Purport.
Yes.
Can you read this?
Yeah. The word bhajate is significant here. Bhajate has its root in the verb bhaj, which is used when there is need of service. The English word worship cannot be used in the same sense as bhaj. Worship means to adore or to show respect and honor to the worthy one. But service with love and faith is especially meant for the Supreme Personality of Godhead. One can avoid worshipping a respectable man or a demigod and may be called discourteous, but one cannot avoid serving the Supreme Lord without being thoroughly condemned. Every living entity is part and parcel of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and thus every living entity is intended to serve the Supreme Lord by his own constitution. Failing to do this, he falls down. The Bhagavatam 11.5.3 confirms this as well.
So you see, bhaj means what? To worship only,
Supreme Personality.
not for anybody else. Shravanam, Kirtanam,
Vishnu,
never say Shravanam, Kirtanam,
Durga.
Devata, you know. Yes? Can you go? 6, 7, 5, 23, 24, yes? So you see here, worship means, or chanting means only the name of Krishna. This is the problem because the Hinduism philosophy completely confusing. You understand? They think that they can do bhajan for everybody. Yes?
Jai Shri Radha Madan.
Jai Shri Radha. Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnuhu. It says here, right?
Yes.
Hmm?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
Does it say here somebody else? No? You follow? Another place, 11, 3, 27, 29, I think. 23, 11, 3, 27, 28, 27, 28, I think. Yeah.
Hare Radbhutakar. Shravanam Kirtanam Dhyanam Hare.
Then,
Shravanam Kirtanam Dhyanam Hare Radbhutakar Manaha.
why your voice is so soft? What happened?
Not on. Turned off. So this one no batteries. Shravanam Kirtanam Dhyanam Hare Radbhutakar Manaha Janma Karma Gunanam Cha Tadatte Kila Chestitam. Ishtam Dattam Tapojaptam Vrittam Yachatmanah Priyam Dharan Sutan Grihan Pranan
Prahanan.
Pranan Yat Prashmai Nivedanam. Parasmai Nivedanam. Hare Krishna. One should hear, glorify, and meditate upon the wonderful transcendental activities of the Lord. One should specifically become observed in the appearance, activities, qualities, and holy names of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Thus inspired, one should perform all of one's daily activities as an offering to the Lord. One should perform sacrifice, charity, and penance exclusively for the Lord's satisfaction. Similarly, one should chant only those mantras which glorify the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And
Love. Can you highlight that?
yes, bro. Similarly, one should chant only
Highlight.
those.
Highlight.
Yes, bro.
You can highlight that? Yeah. You see that here? Hello? What it says here? Huh? Kali Puja. Jai Ganesha. What? Hello? What? What's written here? Hmm? Yes.
Yes.
So this is the problem because they don't read the scriptures. Everybody go according to sentiment. According to what? Feelings. I feel good, I like it, this kind of nonsense. Yeah? I feel good by eating stool, Prabhu. Huh? Yes? Feel good one, right? So this nonsense is not acceptable. So what to do, what not to do, has to be governed by the regulation of the scriptures, right? Yes? Where is stated that? Don't say, I want the others. Where is it says that all these regulations must be according to scriptures? Hello?
Then
We will wait here until you understand where. Where is it stated? That means if you don't follow, it creates a disturbance in that verse. But you have, what is the word that says that you have to follow everything according to scripture? Hmm? Hello? Who told you that? Somebody told you. Huh? You're not sure, you see. Okay, go. 1624. Jan.
तस्मात् शास्त्रं प्रमाणं ते तस्मात् कार्याकार्यव्यवस्थितौ ज्ञात्वा शास्त्रविधानोक्तं कर्म कर्तुम् इहर्हसि. One should therefore understand what is duty and what is not duty by the regulations of the scriptures. Knowing such rules and regulations, one should act so that he may gradually be elevated.
So you see here, what to do, what not to do, has to be governed by the scriptures, not by the mental sentiment. No, not by what?
Sentiment.
What is the scripture? Scriptures are rules and regulations given by who? The scripture means Veda.
Vedas.
Veda. Sakshat Narayana. What?
Veda Narayana Sakshat.
Vedo Narayana Sakshat. Right? So we have to follow in the direction of the Vedas. We cannot follow. Why we cannot follow our mind? What's wrong with following my feelings and my intentions and my this? Why? Why we cannot do that? Hello? Why? Huh? Say you. Who says? You say. Where?
19.
You follow your mind, you'll be lost. Hello? Go to 6. What is that? 6:4:29.
Anything expressed by material vibrations, anything ascertained by material intelligence, and anything experienced by the material senses or concocted within the material mind is but an effect of the modes of material nature, and therefore has nothing to do with the real nature of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Supreme Lord is beyond the creation of this material world, for he is the source of the material qualities and creation. As the cause of all causes, he exists before the creation and after the creation. I wish to offer my respectful obeisances unto him.
Of course, we have the other verses, 2 verses, the defects of the mind. The mind is subject to what? To 4 defects.
Yeah.
Yes? So with a concocted mind, we cannot approach the Lord. Here it says here. Go to the top. Hey? Go to some more. Anything expressed by material vibration, anything ascertained by material intelligence, anything experienced by material senses, or concocted with the material mind, is but an effect of the modes of material nature. And has therefore nothing to do with the real nature. Cannot go. That's why the Lord is called Ajokchaja. I think you were explaining that.
Yeah. Other truth.
You were explaining that? Ajokchaja?
Yesterday. Yeah.
Cannot be approached by the material
Senses.
senses. That's why his name is Ajokchaja. So you try to go to him with your speculation, it will not work. You can only go to God on his direction. On whose direction? Naturally. If I want to love somebody, I have to love him through his condition, right? Can I love him through my condition? It doesn't make sense. Yes, correct. That's why all this concoction of having this Kali Puja, Ganesh Puja, this Puja, that Puja, it is not actually sanctioned. Because worship means, as now we read, the word bhaja is only for the Supreme Personality of
Godhead.
it cannot go. That's why Krishna also said, if you worship the demigod, he's doing it in a wrong way. Where? Where he says that? Come on, by 9, good, open. Or becoming pandits now. 9.
येप्यन्न देवता भक्ता यजते श्रद्धयान्वितः तेपि माम् एव कौन्तेय यजन्ति हि अविधिपूर्वकम्. Those who are devotees of other gods and who worship them with faith actually worship only me, O son of Kunti, but they do so in a wrong way.
They do in a wrong way. So if you do something wrong, can you get good result? Can. You do something wrong, you will get good result? Cannot get. You understand? Because there is result, we cannot deny that, but that result is temporary. That result is
Temporary.
you understand? And it cannot help you go to the supreme destination. You understand? So people don't know. The main problem is that they think all God is the same. Yeah? A beauty of our Hindu religion, Prabhu, is that we have so many gods. You have so many bosses in your company. Can you work? Huh? If you have many bosses in your company, can the company run? Huh? Makes sense. Because they don't know that there's only one God. There's only
One God.
And who is that? Where
Krishna.
we stated Krishna is the only God. Hello? Where is it stated? Krishna is the only God? Huh? Very good, Tutu. I think we have done this so many times. Huh? Yeah? Chan? Hello, 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 Papa. You
Yeah,
should
I'm
know
going.
this by heart
Yes.
now. What are you doing? Go down. Yeah. Chan.
Ishvara Parama Krishna.
Ishvara Paramaha Krishna.
Ishvara Paramaha Krishna.
Sachidananda Vigraha.
Sachidananda Vigraha.
Nadiradir Govinda.
Nadiradir Govinda.
Sarvakarana Karanam.
Sarvakarana Karanam.
That
There are many personalities possessing the qualities of Bhagavan, but Krishna is the supreme because none can excel him. He is the supreme person and his body is eternal, full of knowledge and bliss.
So
He,
Krishna is said here as the supreme personality of. There's nobody more supreme than him. Nobody? Where he says that there's nobody more supreme than him. Huh? Where? Hello? Hello? What? Don't know. Are you reading? Are you reading? Not reading? Then
Mattaha Parataram Nanya.
let him chant. Hello?
Mattaha
Hello? Can you hear him there? Okay. Not Anyad, none yad.
Mattaha Parataram Nanya.
Mataha parataram nanya.
Mataha Parataram Nanya.
Low, low. Hello?
Ginti Dasti Dhananjaya. Mai Sarvamidam Protam. Sutre Manigana Iva. O conqueror of wealth, Arjuna, there is no truth superior to me. Everything rests upon me as bells are strung on a thread.
Where's another verse that says there's nobody equal to Krishna? In the Bhagavad Gita. In the Bhagavad Gita. Come on. I know you are okay with it, but others. Where? Hello? Come on. There's no equal. There's nobody what? On top of me. Where? Bhagavad Gita. Hello? You know? All right, give you a clue. 11th chapter. Give you a clue. 11th chapter. Come on. Hello? Na samam. Okay, again another clue. 11 what? Huh? No. No, it's not 11:54. Come on, come on. Huh? Good. 11:42. Hare Krishna. How can I what not knowing this thing? Go down. All right, you see the word there? Okay. Go down some more. No, it's not here. Not here. 1142 is not. 43. Go to 43.
Here on both 42, 43, this one. Sorry,
No,
41,
it's
42.
not
Okay,
there.
okay. Yeah.
Natvat samam. Yeah, correct. You got it. Natvat samam sti abhyadikaha kuto nyo. You see this verse here? Hello? Natvat samam means what? Nobody is what? Sti abhyadikaha means no
Nobody
one is above me. Please remember this. Hello? Go to the translation.
Yes, please. You are the father of this.
No one is equal to you, nor can anyone be greater than you. See that verse there? Hello? Within the three worlds. You see that? Of course, this verse is also there in another place, in the Bhagavad Gita only, in the Bhagavad Gita, but not the Gita verse. It is on the purport. It's from the, I think, 3? Go. Of course, Ishvara Parama Krishna is easy, yes, but you are devotees, you should know more. No, next verse.
Natasya karyam.
See the word natat samam cha vidikaras chadishyate. You see the word? It's the same word in the 11th chapter. Right? It's the same?
Yeah.
Understand? Hello? You follow? So, of course, 7 is there easy for you, but you have to learn a little bit more, no? Right?
Yes.
So, nobody can be equal to the Lord. No demigods can be equal to the Lord. Where he stated that the demigods cannot be equal to the Lord. This is a little tough. The demigods and the Lord, they are not equal. They're not?
Like in 10th chapter, he says, all of them came from me. Aham Adir Hidayam. He says
Very
that.
good. 10:2.
Yeah.
10:2. Aham Adi Devanam. See that? Aham Adi Devanam. So that means the Lord is the source of all the. So if he is the source of all demigods, can the demigod be equal to him?
No.
In fact, if you think like that, it is offensive. Do you know where is that verse? If you think that the demigods and Krishna are the same, it's offensive. Where is that? Hello? Hello? There is no such verse, Prabhu. I've studied the Vedas. Yes? Where? Where is it?
Second.
No, I know you know, but otherwise nobody will learn. Right? Hello? Hello? No such verse? Wow. Looks like what happened? Where? Again. Yes to Narayana Devam. Hello? I am not asking the women. Maybe that will shame all the men. Right, you see this one? Why you highlighted? All right, Chen. Said someone Chen. Someone Chen. Chen. Someone Chen. Yes, to Narayana Devam. Brahma Rudradi Daivatai. Samatvenaiva Viksheta. Sapashande Bhavedruvam.
A person who considers demigods like Brahma and Shiva to be on an equal level with Narayana is to be considered an offender or Pashandi.
Pashande means atheist. Huh? So you see here, are you putting in your book or something? These are all are basic things and you don't know. I'm very surprised. Yeah? Yes? Right, you see, demigods cannot be on the same level as Krishna. Not possible. Because Krishna is what? The creator of this demigod. Creator of this demigod. Because his position is not the same. He is the what? Supreme personality of Godhead. And therefore, Maya cannot touch him. Therefore, where he said that Maya cannot touch him? Whenever there's Krishna, no. But of course, the sun cannot be touched by darkness. That's a good. But somehow, where it says that Krishna cannot be touched by Maya, where?
331.
He knows. 10:88:5. You must know all this, This is not, these are all basic things in the scripture. All right, Chen.
हरेर्हि निर्गुणः साक्षात् पुरुषः प्रकृते परः स सर्वदुग्मुपद्रष्टा.
Why there is no text number there? People who are seeing, they must see this number. No, there's no number. How they know the reference? Huh? How you're teaching them and text is blank there. How do they know what text is it? No,
Okay.
So then everyone can learn. They are taking notes, no? Yeah?
Yeah.
Go up a bit more. This Hari Nirguna Sakchat Purusha Prakitehe Paraha Sa Sarvadrak Upadrasta Tam Bhajam Nirgune Bhavad. Translation.
Yeah. When we go to translation, that will come. Lord Hari, however, has no connection with the material modes. He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The
Right. Lord Hari, however, has no connection with the material
modes.
Harihi Sakchat Nirguna. That's why the another name of the Lord is called, what is he called? Nirguna. Nirguna means what? Does it mean that he has no guna? It has no material contamination. Understand? He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the all-seeing eternal witness. You see, the all-seeing eternal witness. Not that he is got, not connection means what? He has nothing to do. He has no connection means what? Yeah. Although he has no connection, but he is all-seeing eternal witness. You follow? How he do that? How does he do that? Because he's sitting in the body, in the heart as super soul. So as super soul, he is what? Seeing everything. He is witnessing everything. Where is the verse in the Gita about this? Hello? 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 13? 13:23. Good. Oh, 13:23 again. You see here?
उपदृष्ट च अनुमन्त
Chan.
उपदृष्ट च अनुमन्त च
Upadrastacha anumantascha
भर्त्रा भोक्ता महेश्वरः
Bharta Bhokta Maheshwara
परमात्मेति चाप्युक्तो
Paramatma iti cha yukta
देहेऽस्मिन् पुरुषः परः
Desmin Purusha Param.
Yet in this body there is another, a transcendental enjoyer, who is the Lord, the supreme proprietor, who exists as the overseer and permitter, and who is known as the super soul.
So he is the overseer and permitter. Upadrasta Anumanta. Upadrasta means he oversee. Drasta means see. And he is the permitter also. That's why just now the verse. He is the witness of everything. Although he has nothing to do with material energy, but he is still under the control. How you can say that material energy is under his full control? Where is the verse in the Gita? 1 second, 1% at a time. What?
You tell. Prabhu asking you.
9 what? 9, 10. Okay. You know? You don't know. Hello? Let us start reading the books, eh? Hello? Maya Dakshena Prakriti Suyate Characharam Etunane Kaunteya Jagat Viparivartate.
The material nature, which is one of my energies, is working under my direction. O son of Kunti, producing all moving and non-moving beings. Under its rule, this manifestation is created and annihilated again and again.
Yes. Where in the Bhagavatam this verse is stressed? Material energy is under his control. In the Bhagavatam. Oh, 174, 5, 175, 4.
Mayam chatat.
Chant the words.
Bhakti yogena manasi.
Bhakti yogena manasi.
Samyak pranihite male.
Samyak pranihite male.
Apashyat purusham purnam.
Apasyat purusham purnam.
Mayam chatat apashrayam.
Mayam tat pashrayam.
Thus, he fixed his mind, perfectly engaging it by linking it in devotional service, bhakti yoga, without any tinge of materialism. And thus, he saw the absolute personality of Godhead along with his external energy, which was under full control.
Is that here? Maya is under full control, not partial, not this. Fully, So try to understand the Lord is in full control of everything. Understand? He is full control of where in the Bhagavad Gita? Where in the Gita?
Mama Maya.
Hmm?
Mama Maya Duratya. Maya.
9:4. Chan.
Maya tatam idam sarvam
Maya tatamidam sarvam
jagad avyakta murtina
jagada vyakta murtina
matstani sarva bhutani
matstani sarvabhutani
nachaham tveshva vavastitaha.
nachaham te svavastita.
By me, in my unmanifested form, this entire universe is pervaded. All beings are in me, but I am not in them.
Do you understand? So the Lord is in full control of this material and even this sarvasha prabhava mata sarvam pravartate ite bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvita. I am the source of both material and spiritual world.
Spiritual.
So Krishna's position is unique. It's very, because he is the supreme controller. So therefore, if anyone, why would someone not take care, surrender to him? Why? Because we already passed the time. I was going to explain that point. Why someone rejects the authority of the Lord?
Because they want quick results. They are Bhaveshwar.
How they come to the point of rejecting. Now we explain at length the supremacy of Krishna, correct? Right? But there are people who are rejecting his authority. Why? I don't know. I have time, Why? How it leads them to reject the authority of God? Why? Can anyone tell me? The new people better. Huh? What? Huh? 7:15. Purport. Huh? No, I'm asking a question. Why this happens? Why? What is the reason for them to reject the authority of God? Why? Kajan, yes, for sure. But why? How the person, the soul, gets into that position? Hello?
He's saying 327.
No. Huh? What?
914.
There's no 940, Prabhu.
34 after.
Hello? What's happening? You are drugged out or what? 9th chapter goes until 934.
34.
Hare Krishna, 940. How? How this happened? All right, I give you a clue. How a person who rejecting God is classified as demon. How a person become demonic? Again, this is already a clue to you.
Yeah.
How? Okay, Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 3, text 37.
Yeah.
Kama esa,
Pradesh.
Krodha esa, Raja Gun. Raja. So this Raja Gun are the mode of passion and ignorant. Can you chant this?
Shri Bhagavan Uvacha.
Shri Bhagavan Vacha.
Kamesha Krodesha.
Kamesha Krodesha.
Rajo Guna Samudbhavaha.
Raja Guna Samudbhava.
Mahashano Mahapapma.
Mahasano Mahapatna.
Vidyenam Ihavairinam.
Idyenam Ihavairinam. Now here, the word here, you see the word Vairinam. What is this Vairinam? Huh? What is that? Vairana means enemy.
Enemy.
What is this enemy? Or in other words, inimical. Yes. So a person who is implicated in the mode of passion and ignorance will become
Enemy.
inimical. Yeah, to become what? Against God. So in other words, if you get into sense gratification, that means with lust and anger. Today's verse, we are
Yeah.
all subjugated by anger. Yes.
Anger. Yes. Shiva.
So you see, when we get into this mode of passion and ignorance, which is the byproduct, is what? Lust and anger. That will propel you to have demonic qualities. Yes.
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 I have a doubt.
Huh?
Brahmins who are in mode of goodness also against the Lord, right?
Brahmin goodness? No. Those who are in goodness, it propels them to be God conscious. But those people in the mode of passion and ignorance, they are becoming demonic. Show me a verse more clearly how demons come about because of the mode of passion and ignorance. Hmm? Right. So this to study this, we go to the 16th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. Krishna was first enumerating all the good qualities. Yes. And then he was explaining the
Demonic.
demonic qualities. So how the demonic quality? See, okay, before we go to this verse to show you how you develop this. In 11, 19, 26. Let's go there. So when a person engage in the mode of passion and ignorance, that means lust, anger, and all that, sense gratification. Right. Go.
When consciousness is fixed on the material body, home, and other similar objects of sense gratification, one spends one's life chasing after material objects with the help of the senses. Consciousness, thus powerfully affected by the mode of passion, becomes dedicated to the impermanent things. And in this way, irreligion, ignorance, attachment, and wretchedness arise.
See that? Hello? So when you go into the mode of passion, irreligion means what? For God or against God?
Yeah. Against.
Irreligion is for God or against God?
Against.
And then ignorance, attachment, and you see this word wretchedness. What is the meaning of this wretchedness? What is the meaning of that? Nothing. What? What is the meaning of? Can you go search this language? What is that?
State of extreme unhappiness.
State of extreme unhappiness.
State of extreme.
Actually, the wretchedness means evil. Something what? You become very wretched means someone very what? Got very bad qualities.
Extreme misery, unhappiness, misfortune.
No, there is another name, abominable. Who is right? Despicable. This one.
There is a meaning that wretched person means. When we call a person a wretched person means that it's a person who is what? Very evil, wicked.
This is also a reject. This is a reject. He is a reject person. Very despicable.
Yeah, it's not very. It's a word you use for somebody who have got no good qualities. Go to the Sanskrit better. Hello.
Yes, bro. This one.
Viparyaya means against, Strengthened by the mode of good passion, there is no. Come on, where is this?
Wretchedness is not there.
Huh? Rajas Valyam Chasam Nistam
Nishtam.
Chittam Vidhi Viparyayam. The word Viparyayam means asuric.
Yeah.
You understand? That means demonic. You follow? The word Viparyayam means something against.
Yes.
So in other words, if you go into the mode of passion, you will develop all this bad quality. So it is explained in the 16th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, especially verse what? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yes.
No. So here, this two person here, demon and devotee, right? Can you go next verse? Those who are demonic do not know what is to be done and what is not to be done. Neither cleanliness nor proper behavior nor truth is found in them. Hello. Next verse. Asatyam apratistaham te jagat ahur aniswaram.
Yeah.
You see this word?
No control.
Aparasparam sambhutam kim anyat kama haitukam. Again.
Yeah, kama.
Translation.
They say that this world is unreal, with no foundation, no God in control. They say it is produced of sex desire and has no cause other than lust.
See? In other words, if a person goes into the mode of passion and ignorance, he will end up like this. He will become what? Demonic. Against God. Again, he will become atheistic. He will become what?
But is there a difference between that atheistic and demonic?
Huh?
Atheistic and demonic, they say no God, but demon says
Demon also say no God.
fights.
Demon say no God. Just now you say Anishwaram, there is no God. There is no God in control. You see the point there? Just now we read so many things about God, correct?
Yes.
Yes? And you see how if you go into the mode of passion and ignorance, you end up like this. You end up. Demon doesn't mean that he got fangs and demon means what? He is totally under the control of the senses. So when you engage in sense gratification, then you cannot become God conscious. You cannot become. Where in the Gita it says that? Very famous verse. Come on, you should know this. What is that verse? Chapter 2, Bhagavad Gita. We always chant this. Hello? Hare Krishna. To what?
44.
Take it out and chant. Oh, this word you should know by heart. Yeah, hello. Chant.
Bhogaishwarya prasaktanam
Bhogeshwara prasaktanam
tayapahrita chetasam
tayapaharta setajam
vyavasayatmika buddhihi
Vachatmika buddhe
samadau na vidiyate.
samadhavna vidiyate.
In the minds of those who are too attached to sense enjoyment and material opulence and who are bewildered by such things, the resolute determination for devotional service to the Supreme Lord does not take place.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Hello. If you enjoy sense gratification, that means in the mode of passion, yes, and that quality will lead you to become atheistic. Become what?
Atheist.
What's wrong, Prabhu? I don't believe in God. What's wrong? Anything wrong? I go on with my life. What? What's wrong with that?
Mindful.
You believe in God, yeah, you say that now, God is the controller. I don't believe, I don't care. My life is going on. Anything wrong? Why? What is wrong by being atheistic?
Yeah, but again.
What's wrong? Huh? What's wrong?
Getting to the
Huh?
That he is heading to the demonic species in the next life.
So what? What's I think, but anyway, demonic or what? What is wrong by being a demon? Tell me. What is wrong? Huh? What is wrong by being a demon?
266.
Huh? Hello?
266.
Don't know. Don't know. Don't know. Huh?
266.
266.
no
16. Go.
make a chitta. Make a chitta.
16. Go. Aneka chitta vibranta. In Sanskrit, you know what it says? Vibranta. It's crazy. Vibranta means what?
Crazy.
Crazy. You're what?
Bewildered.
Crazy. What is the other words in 554?
Yeah.
Same. Crazy.
Nunam
Pramata. Pramata also means crazy.
Crazy.
Right? So what happens? You go on this direction. What happens? You become demonic. What happens? Can you read the thing?
Thus, perplexed by various anxieties and bound by a network of illusions, they become too strongly attached to sense enjoyment and fall down into hell.
They go to? What's wrong in going to hell, Dhruv? What is wrong by going to hell? What is wrong by going to hell? Hello? What is wrong by going to hell? Huh? So what?
But he said demonic species.
So if you go into the demonic line, you reject the authority of God, then you are going, your destination is, what is wrong in going to hell?
Suffering.
What suffering? Huh? What is suffering? You are subject to hellish punishment. Hellish? They are explained the 27 gates of hell. There you will be, one is what? Burnt, cooked in the cooking oil. And then you also what? 2 elephants will pull you.
But that's not what is wrong with going against Krishna. That's the punishment for being wrong. So what is the thing that is wrong?
Going against.
That is what it is. If you go into enjoying the senses, actually when we define this enjoyment of senses, we classify in these 4 categories. Meat eating, illicit sex, gambling, and intoxication. So when you indulge in these 4 things, then you commit sinful activities. Yes? And how you commit sinful activities? That's explained in this verse 10, 11, 10, 27. Just explain how this sinful activities. Just now we say if you engage in sinful activities, you go down there. But to give you more what?
If a human being is engaged in sinful, irreligious activities, either because of bad association or because of his failure to control his senses, then such a person will certainly develop a personality full of material desires. He thus becomes miserly towards others, greedy, and always anxious to exploit the bodies of women. When the mind is so polluted, one becomes violent and aggressive, and without the authority of Vedic injunctions, slaughters innocent animals for sense gratification, worshipping ghosts and spirits. The bewildered person falls fully into the grip of unauthorized activities and thus goes to hell, where he receives a material body infected by the darkest modes of nature. In such a degraded body, he unfortunately continues to perform inauspicious activities that greatly increase his future unhappiness, and therefore he again accepts a similar material body. What possible happiness can there be for one who engages in activities inevitably terminating in death?
So you see the consequence? Yes. So it's very painful, I mean, who likes to live in pain? Anyone want to live in pain? That's not intelligence. Our whole idea is trying to avoid this painful situation. Yes. And the mode of passion and ignorance warrants extreme pain and extreme suffering. And the extremity of sin and suffering is more in the hellish condition of life. Just like in heaven you enjoy, so in hell you suffer. Who likes to live in a suffering position? Nobody. If I ask you now, I will cut your finger. Will you allow me to do that? Will you allow me to do that? Just your finger, Prabhu, a little bit only. Is it all right? Nobody will say. Yes, because nobody wants to suffer. Common sense. Everyone wants to become happy. Yes? Yes or not? So who wants to put himself into a suffering condition? So if you go on this program of trying to be against God, then your position will be extreme suffering. Extreme. Understand? Not that you go to hell, you come back. You have to come back in the lowest species of life. And that's even more suffering. Yes? Have you seen all the documentaries? I'm sure you have seen, right? National Geographic, right? They're very good, they're showing you how you take birth as an animal, how nice it is. Yes? Yes?
No.
Would you want to put yourself in that position? That's foolishness. That's what? And this is what demonic life is all about. This is what? You understand? So if anyone is intelligent, he will not succumb to this kind of a program. Nobody. In rather, he wants to get out of it. He wants to what? Get out of it. Not get away. That's pretty ridiculous. That's why Krishna is saying, you first come to the mode of goodness. And by coming, can you go 11, 9, 12?
The mind can be controlled when it is fixed on the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Having achieved a stable situation, the mind becomes free from polluted desires to execute material activities. Thus, as the mode of goodness increases in strength, one can completely give up the modes of passion and ignorance, and gradually one transcends even the material mode of goodness. When the mind is freed from the fuel of the modes of nature, the fire of material existence is extinguished. Then one achieves the transcendental platform of direct relationship with the object of his meditation, the Supreme Lord.
See that? Step by step, we explain the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yes? Hello? Are you noting down this verse? You follow? So if anyone is a fool, he will become a demon. And how you become a demon? Increasing your mode of
Passion and ignorance.
what? You want to increase your passion? What? What is your doubt?
Basically, God has created all this creation, so we were born here. Why shouldn't we enjoy all this?
Very good. God has created everything. Why should you should not enjoy everything? Yes.
Poison.
What's the answer for that? I come to your house. Suppose I come to your house, yes? And you say, yes, this is my house, you can enjoy everything. If I go to the house, I break everything, is that okay? Huh? I kill your wife, I rape your daughter, is that okay? Huh? What does that mean that you can use my house? What is that? What does it mean? Huh?
Isha Vasha.
Then you behave properly, yes?
Yes.
And you use everything, right? Acknowledging that I am the boss, yes? Correct?
Yes.
So you come here, you kill all the animals, right? You kill the babies. Huh?
Yeah.
What is that you're not doing? That is displeasing the Lord. Huh? Yes.
Yes.
And if you do all these things, it's for you to enjoy. What do you say? Is that intelligence? That's nonsense. That's what? Pure nonsense. Correct? Actually, that's misuse of intelligence.
Mm.
Misuse of? Yes.
Yes.
So now you see here. Here, this is how you go the other way. Even if you're caught in the mode of passion, the solution is to take shelter of the
Supreme
Lord. If you take shelter of the Lord, then this situation is reversed. This situation is
Reverse.
the demonic qualities will become what? Purified.
Purified.
To further explain this, go 11:13:1. Translation time.
Yeah. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, the three modes of material nature, namely goodness, passion, and ignorance, pertain to material intelligence and not to the spirit soul. By development of material goodness, one can conquer the modes of passion and ignorance, and by cultivation of transcendental goodness, one may free oneself even from material goodness.
See that? Go next verse.
Yes. When the living entity becomes strongly situated in the mode of goodness, then religious principles characterized by devotional service to me become prominent. One can strengthen the mode of goodness by cultivation of those things that are already situated in goodness, and thus religious principles arise.
That's now in the mode of passion,
Irreligious.
irreligion, yes. And now by going to God, you become what?
Religious.
That's now we read that the Lord is not affected by the modes of
Material.
where in the Gita is also there. That the Lord, the modes of material nature has no jurisdiction on the Lord. Love. Go.
7.
Give them some prasadam or somebody can go and talk to them.
What?
Someone can go and preach to them or something.
Keshav.
Explain next. I mean, already 10 o'clock. I think I have to just cut short quick. All right. Go and preach to them. Go.
No, what's the verse you tell?
7:12. Prabhu, hello, hello.
Know that all states of being, be they of goodness, passion, or ignorance, are manifested by my energy. I am, in one sense, everything, but I am independent. I am not under the modes of material nature, for they, on the contrary, are within me.
That next verse.
Deluded by the three modes, goodness, passion, and ignorance, the whole world does not know me, who am above the modes and inexhaustible.
So this is another problem. When you go into the mode of passion and ignorance, you become deluded and you cannot understand anything. You cannot.
Yeah.
You become bewildered. That's why he said, you do not know what to do, what not to do. You will do something, will you destroy the whole world. You understand? And that's what's happening today. What is happening today? This is the problem. It's all based on the mode of passion and ignorance. That's why Krishna said, this is your enemy. This is your, yes. That's why we stress so much that you come for Mangalarti, you wake up, you play. Why? so that you don't go into the mode of
Passion and ignorance.
passion and ignorance. And you go there, you're going to create what? You're going to develop all this bad, and it will spill over. It will what?
Yeah.
Spill over. And we got to handle it. Who got to handle it? Prabhu. Huh? Right? You're giving us extra job. Hello? Hello? You understand? So this is the nonsense. If you don't want to wake up, just by not waking up, you see how many problems created. How many? Nothing. What? It's all subtle, you know. This is how the three modes of mental nature are very subtle. They work. And influence you. You get all uptight. Especially because the mind, you know, susceptible to all this. What? Actions. The person who don't know, they don't care. Live like an animal. That is their problem, right? But one who doesn't want to, then the solution is to surrender to the Lord. You understand? If you don't want to do this, you're asking for trouble. You're asking for whole world become like now passionate and ignorant. The Kali Yuga, how hellish it is becoming.
Yeah.
Why? Because of this denying the existence of the. But if you just fuck it up by making them remember Krishna and everything, then the Lord adjusts everything. Yes. But he says, surrender to me. Sarva dharma parityaja mamekam saranam vijaya. Ham tvam sarve papebhyo ushyashmi ma sucha. That's the only solution. That's the only solution, the Lord. Okay, I've gone time. Any questions or comments, anything you want to add on this? Because there's many more subjects on this. It is not finished, but definition of demon. Go.
My dear friends, O sons of the demons, it is certain that no one bereft of knowledge of the Supreme Personality of Godhead has been able to liberate himself from material bondage at any time or in any country. Rather, those bereft of knowledge of the Lord are bound by the material laws. They are factually addicted to sense gratification, and their target is women. Indeed, they are actually playthings in the hands of attractive women. Victimized by such a conception of life, they become surrounded by children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren, and thus they are shackled to material bondage. Those who are very much addicted to this conception of life are called demons. Therefore, although you are sons of demons, keep aloof from such persons and take shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Narayana, the origin of all the demigods, because the ultimate goal for the devotees of Narayana is liberation from the bondage of material existence.
Now that same point, just now, what is that? 11, 10, 27. It's about the same thing. But here Prahlad is also stressing. That's why I see Shastra, everything is always repeated here, there, everywhere. Everybody says the same. Not that somebody says something out of the blue. No, demons are right. You can't hear that. It doesn't work like that. So this is the whole idea why we should become Krishna conscious. Why we have to take shelter of the Lord. Because He is beyond the modes. So you want to come out of the modes, you must go to somebody who is beyond the modes. And not only that, if you go to Him, you also become free from the modes. And nobody can free you from the modes. Very famous verse, Bhagavad Gita. Hello? Devi esa gunamayi mama maya turat. Mameva prapadyante maya etan.
1:11:38 of
Yes. 1:11:38.
That one,
Same with 10:85.
Thus, this is the divinity of the personality of Godhead. He is not affected by the qualities of material nature, even though he is in contact with them. Similarly, the devotees who have taken shelter of the Lord do not become influenced by the material qualities.
Right? So this is the solution. So if you become a devotee, then you get some relief. Not some relief, complete relief. But if you don't want to take shelter of the Lord, then it's going to be not only you just go on in your life, the Lord says that I will destroy you if you don't take shelter of me. You understand? It's not that it's a heavy price to pay. It's a what? And what is the price? Put you to lower and lower birth, where you stay there perpetually. Again, Prabhu, I don't know if anyone who reads the books and want to behave aversely, I think there's no other word for him than a crazy fool. Muda. That's why Krishna called him. Krishna called him
Budoyam.
Mudaham na bijanante. Mudo, he cannot understand. He's a fool. So try to understand. If you don't want to surrender, then you will develop demonic qualities. And it's going to be very hellish and painful. Yes? Anything else to add? Anybody? All right. So thank you very much. I think I've made my, yes?
Not questioning them because that's what Lord Hanuman is not telling you. He is the devotee of God. So approaching Lord Hanuman is okay. With the consciousness that
Like he is saying, approaching demigods as devotee.
You have to first approach your guru. Don't speak about all these other things. It's a waste of time. You understand? Like that, you will have to approach everybody. Everybody also is worshipping Krishna. Right?
not me, but if they are outside, they are worshipping Hanumanji and they
Listen, they are also worshipping Sai Baba. I mean, please don't talk about them, wasting time because the guy's got no brains.
Worship Hanuman for material.
Yes. Hanuman get tired and sick. He's ran away to the Himalayas. Because in fact, he said, I'm going to stay here until the word Ram is not chanted. That's all he's saying. And if anyone knows where he's staying, they'll bug him like anything. Understand? They think he is one of the demigods. Yes. Huh?
Yeah.
And his duty is not to give you material benefit. Come on. Why you worship Hanuman?
Strength.
Why you worship? You chant the what? Chalisa. What is that?
Hanuman Chalisa.
Hanuman Chalisa, right? What is inside the Chalisa? I don't know. What's the meaning of that? Give me this, give me that, Hanuman, is it?
No. It's
Give me
glorifying Hanuman.
what I never had anything to do with it in my whole life. And I don't plan to have anything to do with it either. What?
I believe that the impossible will become possible because Hanuman could do
Anything.
impossible. He could jump.
So what is that impossible possible you want him to do?
Something
Huh? Give me money. That's all you're asking. You going to Hanuman and asking for what?
they say if you chant that Salisa, you from ghostly.
Going what? Protection from?
Ghostly.
Anyway, you're ghostly haunted.
Pishachis.
Yes. I don't know what the meaning of this whole. Who created this Chalisa? Listen, how is it authorized?
Mayavad.
Huh? It's not a mantra from the Shastra, no? Yes. So then how does it work? Who is this Tulsidas? Some Acharya? Hello?
A bit Mayavad. Like
Mayavad.
Ram Manas Charita. No.
So how is it authorized? Yes. So you try to understand. You first need to know who to worship, who not to worship through the order of the spiritual master who will give you insight through the scriptures. Yes. But you cannot just concoct things, it doesn't work. It doesn't. Because people are sentimental, they don't, today's Hanuman Jayanti will rush, tomorrow's Buddha Jayanti will. Huh? We'll do all these things, everything we'll do. Yes. And what is their bottom line? If I go today, maybe Hanuman will solve our problem and give me more money.
Yeah.
Huh?
They want that.
You cannot go to anybody without the help of a spiritual master. You understand? Just like Arjuna, he got Hanuman to do what?
Win the war.
To fight. Fight for who? Fight for Dharma? Yes.
Yes.
In fact, he said, I will help you. Arjuna went to ask him for help. He said, yeah, I will help you. I will come into the flag and I will sit there and I will make all these sounds and will demoralize your. Isn't that the fact?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
So that's his purpose. Now you going and calling him to come to your house and do what?
Make sounds.
Huh?
Make sounds.
Make sound. Probably drive everybody away. So you see how everything is misaligned. Huh? Yeah, somebody asked me the question, how should we worship Hanuman? Tomorrow is Hanuman Jayanti. I say, you please ask him. I don't know how to do it. You please ask him.
But Jayanti only can use
Huh?
the word only you can use for Krishna.
Jayanti can be used only for Krishna.
Yeah.
Cannot be used
No,
for
they're doing Buddha Jayanti, Gandhi
Gandhi
Jayanti.
Jayanti.
Hello. Everything that you shouldn't do, they are doing. That's why it's called Hinduism. In Malay, we say everything boleh. Everything what? Can. Everything boleh. Can. This is a problem. I mean, completely confused. Of course, we have definitely want to get blessing of Hanuman. We are not saying no, but only for the service of the Lord, nothing else. And he will also not be interested in what? Giving you all any other things. Because he is only dedicated to the service of Ram. He will not do anything else. Yes. So the best service you can do is to go out there and distribute Prabhupada books. And Hanuman will jump into your heart and help you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Ah, correct. That's the best thing to do. Anything else? Any other questions, comments? All right.
Today saw a video. Was a dog. And then the owner of the dog was playing many videos, many bhajans. Or Shiva bhajan, Kali bhajan. He played the Hanuman Chalisa, the dog started to howl. Singing along like the dog was following the song.
So what does it mean? We should all chant Hanuman Chalisa?
The dog sings with it.
I think the owner made a mistake. He should also show Krishna bhajan.
They feel everything. The dog was really accepted.
I tell you, everybody can concoct many things nowadays because everybody can produce it in his phone now.
Yeah.
Everybody becomes the director, producer, everything. Yes. And whatever his mind speculates, he can put it out for you. And people see that, they get what? Influence. Yes.
Yes.
So be careful. We have to be very, very careful because consciousness can become polluted.
Yeah.
Especially if you are in the mode of passion and ignorance, your consciousness will be overly polluted. Easily. Understand? That's why there's a verse before we go. 2, 3, 10.
Yeah.
2, 3, 10.
2, 3. Akamas.
Yeah. See this? No. Hello.
2, 3, 10.
3, 2, 10.
Under no circumstance can the words of the persons bewildered by the illusory energy of the Lord deviate the intelligence of those who are completely surrendered souls.
You understand this? Huh? If you have taken shelter of the Lord,
No, sir.
And if you are in the transcendental goodness, then nobody can deviate your consciousness. Understand?
Yes.
But if you are not, and that's why it says you should not remain in the third class platform. Why? Because you can get influenced. You can get what? So you should come to the mode of pure goodness. They cannot influence you. They cannot what? Hello? Did they? They cannot bewilder you. Because you what?
Yes. Under no, sir.
Completely surrendered to the Lord. Right? Yes? So, okay. Thank you very much. Grantaraj, Srimad Bhagavatam ki.
Jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki.
Jai.
Oh, Premanand.
Hari Hari.
I hope you